If you have a project you want to do, how long do you wait for the money? If you really, really, really want to do it, I think you just don't ever stop until you get it done. I have a project that I did as a short film years ago. I took it out on the festival circuit. I had no intention beyond that. And from the very first festival where I won my first award and started winning awards with the film, people came up to me and said, "You must make this into a feature, you must," and they cried and loved it so much. It was about a woman who gets breast cancer and the way in which she handles her life, and I didn't want to. I could give you a whole laundry list of reasons why I didn't want to make it into a feature. 6 months of people telling me at every festival and winning all these awards why I should make this film into a feature and begging me to make it into a feature. I finally said, okay, fine, I will make it into a feature, but I'm not going to take this story and ruin it. I was in New York at a festival and calling my husband on the phone, and I'm saying, maybe I should, but what would I do? How would I do it? He said, well, why don't you just do an anthology feature like New York Stories? I said, oh, that's brilliant. 2 other completely different stories. I hung up from him and I started writing. I wrote the first scene on like scraps of paper in the hotel room for the second one. And then I had a producer who was like, I want to make this into a movie, but my money people, they want to see one cohesive screenplay. They don't understand 3 separate screenplays. They don't understand 3 separate stories. And I'm like, it's like New York Stories. They're like, they don't want to hear New York Stories. And the next thing I know, a week or 2 later, I'm sitting down and writing this opening montage 10-minute sequence that takes all of the supporting characters from all 3 stories and weaves them in and out of this long. It has that feeling of a single camera going from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And we'd never see the main characters from each of those 3 stories in that opening piece, but it's all the secondary characters. And what it did was underscore the theme, which is when people are going through a very life-changing illness, they often feel like they're very much alone and going through it by themselves. And yet, they are surrounded by people who support them. They don't always know it. So I have yet to make this as a feature, by the way. I am still raising money to make this as a feature. I'm working on it.